All right, you're up.
All right. You wanted the best, you got the best. Welcome to Omnibroslive, Sunday and Coffee with the Omnibros. With me, as always, is Gabe the Babe coming at me from Vegas. How's it going, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. Doing good. Good to be here. Happy Sunday, everybody.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Mother's Day Eve, right? Yeah. No, Memorial Day.
No, it's Memorial Day.
Mother's Day was like a month or two ago, man. You might want to call your mom.
No, I don't want to do
that. And joining us for a rare Sunday appearance is the Omnibus collector himself, Ryley Moore.
What's up? What's going on, guys?
How's it going, man? You are here for a very specific reason that we're gonna get into a little bit later. Hey!
Yo, what's up?
Himself.
What's up, man?
What up, dogs?
Just totally pulled a Gabe, Luis, and Gio.
I'm gonna wait
till they start. Then I'm jumping in.
Yeah, I felt like it.
What's up, man? How's it going, Jess?
Okay, so far.
Great.
Good.
Glad you can make it, man. Glad you can make it.
Thanks for having me.
Always, man. So how's everybody been? What's going on?
Well, I have been good. I recently tried to catch up on the last couple months worth of comics, anything that trickled in during the time that Diamond's been closed. And I didn't know this, so this was really exciting for me. There's a 4-issue Mark Russell Swamp Thing miniseries.
Huh.
When was it issued?
Do what, Jess?
When was it issued?
Just throughout the past month. It was one of their digital first minis. They have like the Gail Simone Flash one, and there's one for Aquaman and Batman and all that stuff. And I noticed a new Swamp Thing material, and I was like, what is this? And I clicked on it. Mark Russell wrote it, he did a short story in another issue, but we have some Mark Russell fans on the show, and I'm sure watching the show, so someone probably knew about it and is like, yeah, you dork, it's been announced.
But Ryley, while we're on the subject, where can anybody pick up their favorite collected editions and hardcovers and trade paperbacks? Or Jess, if you want to take it over.
Oh, I'd like to see Ryley do it.
Well, there's this wonderful little place called InStockTrades.com where you can find all of your lovely collected editions for up to 50% off. You get fantastic bomb-proof shipping for free after you spend $50 or more. And there is amazing customer service with every single order that you can talk to our dear Emily, and she will help you with any problem you might have.
No jingle? Come on.
Did I miss?
You missed the jingle, man. Come on.
InStockTrades.com. Is that how it goes?
It's not bad. It's pretty good.
Just so everyone knows, it's $50 in the United States.
Yes, in the U.S.
Yeah.
And every month we get a $50 gift card from InStockTrades to give out to one lucky viewer. And every few months we do get a special Omnibroslive discount code to give you a couple percent or an extra % off your order.
I've lost my job.
They trying to take my job.
They outsourced me.
Oh man. So yeah, we've got quite a few things to talk about today. Do you guys want to? No, let's kind of wait for a few more people to pull in before we jump in before we talk about the Snyder Cut. That I'm sure there was a parade of Mountain Dew that was flowing over the weekend, and dude bros all over the country were ecstatic. CrossFit gyms, if they were open, would have been super happy. So right, first thing that I wanted to bring up, and we're going to start on a bit of a downer before we get into the lovely Snyder Cut. Shad Gaspard, WWE ex-wrestler, comic book writer. He worked on Marvel films. Basically, the guy was just all over Geek Entertainment and stuff like that. I never read any of his comics. Don't really know much about him. He unfortunately passed away over the last week. He was with his family at a beach in, hold on, I got it right here. Los Angeles County reopened the beaches last week for physical activity, and unfortunately what ended up happening was he was on Venice Beach and he got caught in a riptide with his son. Yeah, he got caught in a riptide with his son, and the Coast Guard ended up coming out, and he ended up saying, "Save my son." They picked up his son, and then when they came back to get him, they didn't find the body, and a few days later.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So his last act was saving his own son, which, man, just, if you're a praying person, if you're, whatever you are, just thoughts to them because they're going through a tough time right now. The guy was a huge WWE wrestler. Like I said, he was the mocap double for Kratos in God of War, the new version.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, he was also the stunt double for M'Baku in Black Panther. So the guy's been around, and he was really breaking into the industry a lot, and he did a lot of stuff. So, man, just sad day. The next big thing, Batwoman will be recast in season 2 as Ruby Rose exits, which, show of hands, anybody? Nobody care? Okay. Nobody.
I honestly haven't even watched the show yet. I've been wanting to.
No, nobody has. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I want to, though. I was really interested. I love that character. I wanted to check it out. It just, I just never got around to it. Now she left.
Yeah, well, not a big loss. Actor Ruby Rose has announced her plans to leave the series, vacating the title role ahead of their currently in development second season, scheduled to premiere in 2021. Rose issued a statement on her departure, though she did not spell out the reasons for leaving the show, but the rumors are the behind the scenes was she was a nightmare to work with, and on top of that, she almost died working on the show. So hey, there's that.
Always money.
It's always money. It's always money. And the fact is, the rumor is that she didn't like working on the set and she wanted more days off. The problem is when you're doing a CW show like that, you're in Vancouver, Canada, and it takes about 8 days to film one episode. And they're 20 plus season episodes. So it's kind of a pain in the ass and a huge time commitment. She apparently wanted at least to film 1 or 2 days a week or something like that. And they were laughing at her like, yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah. I always hear about those people that do like TV shows in Vancouver. It's like 12, 14-hour days, 5 days a week. And if you don't live up there, then you have to travel back and forth all the time. So it's always sounded like a major strain.
Oh, it's
she's a hoity-toity movie star. Maybe she thought her star was bigger than it was or something. Who knows?
Who knows? I mean, she's a horrible actress. Like, let's call it for what it is. I'm not gonna dance around it. She's a terrible actress. There's a reason. I said this last Thursday. She is mute in John Wick 2 because she probably showed up on set and they said, yeah, just scratch out every single line she has in this movie. Let her do a few hand signals and we'll say she's deaf. We'll just run with that.
The only thing I've ever seen her in was like the handful of episodes from Orange is the New Black she was in.
She's very pretty. I'm not gonna lie. She's really pretty. Cool. I think she's pretty. But they're currently filming season 2 right now, which, yeah, she is a horrible actor.
Everybody's getting on it. CW works them hard.
Well, what was Ruby Rose? What, a model, and then she broke big on Orange is the New Black as like the woman that everybody in the prison wanted to have sex with. And that was about the extent of that, wasn't it?
That's all I know her from.
I stopped watching that show after the second season, so I don't know.
Yeah, my ex loved it, and she binged the whole thing. I got through 2 seasons before I was like, okay, I'm kind of done with this show. It's not really for me. But she's not a good actress, man. So I'm hoping. Look, I'm gonna call it for what it is. They casted her because, one, she's openly bisexual, lesbian, whatever she is. She's not straight, bottom line. So it's a character that is not straight. So she's coming off with a lot of heat. She's, getting off of Orange is the New Black. Everybody's talking about her. Yeah, let's cast her. She's openly whatever she is at this point. So we're going to cast her. We're going to see what we can do with her. She can't act, so I'm really hoping that they get somebody and they replace her with a better actress. Bottom line. That's all I want.
Do we think her leaving is going to really affect the show? What do you
Hell
guys think
no.
about that? No?
Nobody's watching that. Except for Kenneth. I love you, Kenneth.
I gotta go get something to drink. I'll be right back.
All right.
CW is
something.
like CW are 22 episodes, right, on their shows? Or are these those cartoon or those comic book shows?
It's usually 12 to 22 episodes. Yeah, look, they can replace her with Chewie, with Riley's dog, and nobody would notice the difference because nobody watches that show.
I'm surprised it got picked up for a second season.
Well, I have a theory on that because there's no way that CW was going to cancel after one season a show with the first openly gay female superhero. There's no way they were just going to cancel after one season because the shitstorm they would get would just be unbearable. And that's probably an unpopular opinion, but that's what I think.
Apparently, she's famous in Australia because her dad's a boxing champ.
Really? Huh. Did not know that.
Has anybody watched Stargirl? I didn't know that was out yet.
I heard it's good. Yeah, I heard it's pretty good. All right, so let's get to the reason why we're all here. Oh boy!
Let's talk about circumcision.
Oh God! I'm gonna circumcise my brain from watching this crap. So on, let's see, what day was this? Was this Tuesday? May 20th. So that was 4 days ago. So that was a Wednesday. On Wednesday, Zack Snyder took to, let's see. Oh, got it here. And the fan base passion. Zack Snyder left Justice League in May 2007. Today, following a screening of his 2013, and I'm reading this from Cinema Blend, so with the word masterpiece here, take that with quotes. Of his 2013 masterpiece, kind of a stretch there, but okay. Man of Steel. I like the film before somebody gets pissy with me in the comment section. On his preferred social media tool, Vero, what? Snyder unveiled his plans, and shortly after the announcement, HBO Max to social media to confirm the long-awaited moment that people in CrossFit gyms and Mountain Dew drinkers and dude bros across the country were waiting for like 7 years. Zack Snyder will announce that he is releasing the Snyder Cut on HBO Max in 2021. So, here's the deal. As for how many, the board does explain that wasn't listed on HBO Max. Okay, so there's very little details as to what exactly this is going to be right now. What we do know is that the project is apparently going to be about $20 to $30 million. It's what it's going to cost for them to do the Snyder Cut. It's also going to be where the actors are coming back. All your actors are coming back, which they've announced everybody except for Ezra Miller, who for whatever reason is out choking bitches in Walmart. I don't understand why he's doing that right now.
What?
You didn't hear about this?
That's a thing?
You didn't hear about this?
Yeah, he was recorded choking some girl.
He took my gig.
What?
Dude, yeah. He was in Walmart or something like that, and a fan came up to him, and there's only so much footage that we've seen as to what and how the altercation started. But Ezra Miller starts confronting this fan, and he straight up puts his hands around her neck, and he takes her to the ground.
Jiminy Crickets.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Did he do it really, really fast?
No.
God. Well, I have to admit, Ezra Miller is not high on my radar, so that's not something that I would get in my email.
So there's a video online and everything where he puts his hands on it, and it's here he said she said type of thing going on right now, and so he put his hands around her neck, and he takes her to the ground and everything with his hands around her neck. Yeah, so they haven't actually. He's been really relatively quiet on this whole thing, so who knows what they're gonna do with him. So I
didn't think Ezra Miller was like a big enough guy to take down a little child.
He's a small guy. He's not big.
Yeah.
20 to 30 million is what they're saying it's gonna cut. It's what it's gonna cost. Now, here's the deal with that. They are not going to be bringing back the actors. They're not filming any additional scenes or anything like that. What they are doing is post-processing, CGI, ADR. So they're bringing back the actors for voicing and stuff like that, which has led to a lot of people thinking, well, maybe what they're going to do is that they're going to cut up different pieces of the Zack Snyder film, the Justice League film, and then they're going to insert animated stuff and different stuff in between those portions. And yeah, nobody really got, that's just rumors flying around. Nobody really has solid information yet. And
well, I know I shared this with you guys, but I have a friend who she works in VFX, and apparently they've already worked on at least a portion of this is done. And she's worked on like Deadpool 2 and stuff and other movies. She one of our mutual friends on Facebook had shared the poster for Snyder Cut and stuff, and he made a joke and he said, spoiler alert, it's gonna suck. I saved you 3 hours. And then she commented like, I just finished working on this and your assumption is correct. Like, it's not good. They've ruined the movie. So whatever quality that there was, she's claiming that it's been completely ruined, that they just completely messed everything up. So to me, what it sounds like is they're just trying to shove something together.
Yeah, well, okay. So they're not 100% sure as to what the format of the Snyder Cut is yet to be. There is a lot of speculation right now, and apparently it's been basically confirmed. This is going to be 4 to 6 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What? Honestly, this is the first time I heard of that. It's going to be 6 hours?
That's the speculation, is that this sucker is going to be 4 to 6 hours, and HBO Max is going to put this out in pieces, which led me to believe they are bullshitting you really hard. They know that HBO Max subscriptions probably aren't the best right now, and people aren't exactly signing up. So this was a thing that they put out there to, hey, sign up for HBO Max because next year we're going to get the Snyder Cut on our subscription. And there's no way, I'm telling you, this is probably going to be cut up in different pieces because, hey, I'll just do a free trial. I'll just do a free trial if I want to see the Snyder Cut. I'll sign up for 1 week or whatever it is and then cancel.
So they're going to spread it out over like 4 weeks to make you renew it?
If they do it 4 to 6 weeks, you want to get in on the hype real quick? Yeah, sure, why not? You know, I'll get on the hype. I know I'll buy an HBO Max subscription for a month, you know.
I'm not watching that movie.
My feelings on this are mixed. And I know I'm going to get hate for this in the comment section. I know I'm just hearing the keyboard warriors type right now. I like Justice League. I like the film that came out. I didn't hate it. I liked it. It's very apparent where Joss Whedon came in and did Punch Up. I don't understand this mindset that, oh, Zack Snyder's vision was taken away from him and all this other stuff. No, Zack Snyder had to leave the project because his daughter had committed suicide. He couldn't handle the project because, like any sane person, you would drop everything you were doing and leave because your daughter committed suicide. And they had to finish the movie, so they brought in Joss Whedon to rearrange things and to put together a competent film.
Competent.
I didn't hate that film. I thought it was. I mean, I watched it and liked it. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I just thought it was fine.
It's probably honestly better because they did bring someone else in to touch it up.
I mean, I liked it fine enough as well, but I don't need to see a 6-hour redo version of it.
I can think of very few movies that I want to see 6 hours of.
It also
Showgirls.
I feel like that it is going straight to a subscription service, and a brand new one at that, tells me I don't think it's going to be anything truly significant. Like, if it was going to be something that they were like, anyone who cares about the DC films, the DCEU, needs to see this, then they would release it on, they try to get it out on the screen. And that they're already aiming for 2021 means, hopefully past COVID and stuff, theaters would be open and they could do a re-release theatrical event. But that's not what they're doing. They're not doing that at all, and they're putting it on a streaming device, which, I mean, this is why I think that Disney has not decided to release Black Widow via Disney Plus is because it's something that it's significant. Whatever's going to happen in that movie is going to be a significant event for the Marvel Cinematic Universe that they don't want to hamper by putting it on a streaming service instead of releasing it wide in theaters. So I just don't think it's going to be anything too significant, just a little bit of extra stuff in there. And honestly, and I've said my grievances with Batman versus Superman a million times, but that movie was so atrocious that I really don't care to see what Snyder's true vision for Justice League was.
Well, I'm in the same boat as you. I like Man of Steel. I've said this before. I don't like the ending. I don't like the ending of Man of Steel. Batman versus Superman is terrible, like all the way through. It's a horrible film. And then you get to the Martha scene where it's just, I died laughing in the theater, and the person next to me shushed me, and I almost slapped them across the head. And then, Justice League was competent. It was fun, but you can obviously see where it is that Joss Whedon came in and punched it up and made it a competent film. So nothing in Snyder's repertoire gives me hope that this is going to be, me personally, and this is my 2 cents, that this is going to be anything short of just okay. And the reality, what happens when it does come out? It's okay, you watch it, everybody talks about it for a week, and then you move on with your life.
Yeah,
And
that's what I was going to say. Is this isn't going to change the their DCU like storyline, because this has Darkseid. It's supposed to have like Green Lantern in it, and stuff like that. So that's not going to change their universe. I mean, it's not going to retcon, their universe and their timeline and what they got going on with the future movies. So I don't see. No, I don't want to see the point, or I don't see the reason behind it. I see the reason behind it because of money. Yeah. But I don't see what fans are going to get out of it afterward. You see it, you go, okay, I saw it. It might be my favorite thing in the world, but nothing's going to really, create after it. We're not going to all of a sudden get Darkseid. It's not all of a sudden going to change. Because Snyder's original, the movie timeline was going to be 3 or 4 movies.
It's going to be 2, 3. Yeah, it was like he had a whole plan, 3-film structure thing. So
that was supposed to have Darkseid in it, and they're going to have the Green Lanterns show up, and the Justice League lose. And then just Darkseid takes over the world, and then the last movie, they fight Darkseid and save the world again. So that's I seriously don't believe that's going to come out of this. So
yeah, no, they're not going to.
I don't know where it's going to come out.
They're not going to upheave the slate that they have planned right now, especially since the films that they've been releasing have been receiving more acclaim than what was happening before, when it was all going by his map and his ideas and stuff. I think that at the most, this is like a completely just offshoot of what could happen if this releases and it is at all of any positive quality and people enjoy it and it gets a lot of positive word of mouth and whatever, and HBO Go is happy about the fact that they put this up and it was worth the investment and all that stuff, then maybe continue the storyline through another medium, like animated features or comics, even like if they did like the Injustice series continuing the story from the video games, they do like a Snyder verse of comics almost, in the same vein as like Batman 66, I guess, and then tell the story over there, whatever the remaining story is. But they're not going to come out from this and like Gabe said, we're not going to see the movies come out that were originally planned. It's just not going to happen.
No, and 20 to 30 million. Like I said, the reality is it's easier to invest 20 to 30 million into something that fanboys and stuff like that are going to come out the woodwork to support, because it's been like there's this vision in a lot of these people's heads that there is no way this film can live up to any of these people's expectations, because they have this huge grand vision in their head, and when it comes out, best case scenario, it's a good film. Worst case scenario, they're gonna fucking turn on Snyder. And then, or they're going to turn on Snyder, or they're going to go to HBO and they're going to make some excuse saying, "Oh, that's not really his vision, or that's not really his cut, or any of this other stuff." And yeah, I don't get it. I really don't get it. But you know, and a lot of good has come out of like the release of the Snyder Cut movement. Good God, I can't believe I've said that. Because they've done a lot of charity work and stuff like that, and they've donated to a lot of things. So I will give them credit for that. I'm like, all right, good. Your intentions may be a little bit as to why you're doing it, but you did do some good out of it.
The thing that's always kind of had me scratching my head is the movement just being called Release the Snyder Cut is so the name Release the Snyder Cut kind of implies to me like they have this alternate version of the movie just sitting there done and they didn't release it, and these people are just like, put it out there, and like one day they're just gonna flip a switch and that movie's gonna be out there like, okay, well, here it is. But no, it's not like that at all. It's something that they have to go back and create and finish and spend money on, because it's not, that's the other thing, it's just not it's not really his cut. It's this kind of haberdashed together stew of material that's supposed to resemble what he wanted to do. So we're never gonna really, you know, you're gonna have people come back out and be like, it's not good because it's not really the Snyder Cut. It's not the true Snyder Cut. It's not even his final form.
Well, have you seen that people are destroying their Justice League Blu-rays now?
They don't give a shit. They've already bought it. Go ahead, destroy it.
Oh no, but they're. I'm just saying, people are destroying it, going like, "Oh, well, this isn't the real movie anymore because the Snyder Cut's being released."
I don't understand that. It's like the people that like boycott Nikes and like burn Nikes and stuff. You didn't care. You bought their shoes already. They got your money.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't understand that stuff. It's like when Van Scriber was going nuts and like ripping off the heads of dolls on his YouTube channel. He's like, "Oh, I'm protesting Ray." I'm like, nobody gives a shit, dude. Nobody really cares outside of your little circle.
You spent money on those figures, dude.
Disney doesn't care. You bought the figures. You gave them your money. I never understand that type of mindset. I'm kind of curious what kind of precedent is this going to set? Are we going to get the Ayer cut for Suicide Squad?
Someone posted an article that mentioned that, and I hate articles like this, and this is why Bleeding Cool pisses me off, because the sources are always cited as like, we got word from someone on the inside, and you never get like a real source. But there was an article and it posted like a source who is close to us, like whatever the site was, revealed that not only are they going to be releasing the Snyder Cut, but they will also be releasing the Ayer cut of Suicide Squad. And I was like, even if that's true, it brings in the same questions and problems. Like, you know, it's not really going to be that original cut. That material does not actually exist. It's just, it's basically asking for Colin Trevorrow's version of Star Wars Episode 9.
I kind of wanted to see that though after reading the script.
But it was Colin Trevorrow, so even if it had like cool concepts, it was going to be shit. Like,
sure,
that's all these like, there's cool pictures, and it's like, oh, Rey has a double-sided blue lightsaber, but it's like, yeah, these are cool ideas and stuff, but I guarantee if Trevorrow's version came out, it would have been shit, and then people would have been like, oh, this is what J.J. Abrams would have done. This would have been cool, and then they would have been asking for J.J.'s cut. Like, it's never going to be as good as what you think it's going to be, and just we're getting a freaking Suicide Squad by what's his face anyway?
James Gunn.
Yeah, by James Gunn, that I couldn't see possibly being like, I couldn't see any sort of cut of the old Suicide Squad movie being anything compared to what he's going to give us, just by how it sounds and looks.
I'm genuinely surprised they just got Ben Affleck to come back to this thing, because Ben Affleck said this film almost fucking killed me.
Well, what do you mean by he came back? What is he doing?
He's back. He's back with the rest of the crew. They're doing ADR. They're just coming back and redubbing voices and stuff like that.
Well, I guess if he's doing like voice stuff, and then he doesn't have to worry about, you know, physical exertion and stuff. So it's an easy paycheck.
No, that dude that dude, he left. He's like, these films almost killed me.
Can we get this? Can we get the mustache cut where they don't take out Henry Cavill's mustache?
Yes, please. I want to see that.
It'd be like the cat's butthole cut.
Yeah.
I'm actually more interested in the cat's butthole cut than this.
Or can we just keep the cat's cut that has the hands before they take they went back and re-CGI'd the hands?
Is that a thing?
Yeah. The first thing, when Cats was originally released, apparently, I never saw the movie, but apparently they didn't finish the CGI. So a lot of the actors' hands were like real people hands, and they didn't put like the fur over it or whatever. And it was released that way for the first couple of weeks, or for the first week or so. And then they did a mad dash and switched out the file or whatever.
God damn.
No. If it's good, I'll happily eat crow. I never want to watch. I've said it before. I never want to watch a bad movie. So I hope it's decent. God damn it! I'm gonna have to sit through 6 hours of grimdark Justice League.
Oh, hey, let's see if this works. Give me a second. Watch this.
What the hell?
You okay, Jess?
What was that?
Oh goodness.
I'm just wondering if they're releasing this movie, maybe they'll go like, fuck all of this. I don't even want to watch the new Wonder Woman when it comes out.
Well, the thing is, the stuff that we love about those characters, Wonder Woman and Aquaman, that wasn't Snyder. That was the films that came after Snyder.
And you know what? I actually liked Batman versus Superman, the Snyder cut of that one. Like when they went on the special edition Blu-rays, where they had more information about Lois Lane going after the whole bullet idea and all that kind of stuff.
The difference there was like that was material that existed, and it was just an extended
Actually
director's cut. Yeah,
an actual cut.
This is just they're having to piece together something.
There's
stuff, people.
Right. There's stuff he filmed that was cut out, so they're using that stuff, and they're just Frankensteining a 6-hour miniseries out of this.
Yay!
Anybody else want to take the bullet with me when that comes out? No.
For doing what?
We'll do a watch party, man.
Of what?
The Snyder cut.
Oh, I'll do it. Well, I don't care. I don't know if I have 6 hours to do it, but
I don't. I may not have 6 hours left in my life. Who knows? I'm not spending it watching Justice League.
Can we instead have HBO Max give us like more Swamp Thing or something?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Can I get the original Josh Trank Fantastic Four movie cut?
Yeah, the Trank cut.
Yeah, the one that had like the Fantastic car in it and everything. When he was going around, letting his dog shit in the house that he rented to film in the movie.
Oh man.
Yeah. What other cuts can we get? What other unreleased editions?
How about the Eric Stoltz Back to the Future?
Oh, I would actually like to see that. I mean, he only filmed like the first day or two, right?
No, he filmed like almost all of it. Like it was almost completely done. Yeah.
What happened to it?
That's when I don't know what happened, but they ended up recasting.
They just didn't like him
as Michael J. Fox. Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Apparently, I heard a story. I don't know how true this is. I guess it's in a book, so I don't know. That Eric Stoltz only wanted to be called Marty on the set. So he wouldn't answer to Eric or anything like that. He would only answer to Marty. So when they cut him or they fired him and they recast him, they went up to Dr. Brown. I forgot the actor's name all of a sudden. Who played Doc Brown?
Christopher Lloyd?
Yeah, they went up to Christopher Lloyd and say, hey, we're getting rid of Eric and we're getting a new actor. And he was like, who's Eric? And he was like, and they were like, Eric, the guy that was playing Morty. He goes, oh, I thought his name was Morty the whole time.
Yeah, there's footage. You could find footage online of the stuff they filmed with Eric Stoltz.
Oh wow, I never even knew it.
Yeah,
So
I think more than half of that movie was filmed with Eric Stoltz.
Why was he recast?
He's probably a dick.
Enough of a dick that they completely would restart the movie.
I never heard that.
Kenny Crayley says he was on it for 6 weeks, then they recast the role.
Other people were saying he wasn't funny enough, and they found him to be boring. So he just wasn't funny.
Yeah. Looking back on it now, man, I would love to have seen, I would love to have seen what that would have been like, the Eric Stoltz cut of Back to the Future. I kind of want to see that. Well, I mean, one of the most famous things was they almost cast Will Smith as Neo for The Matrix.
I had heard that.
Yeah, but he turned it down to be in Wild Wild West.
Clutch move.
Yeah,
definitely a great decision.
Yep. It was the casting for The Matrix was all over the place. It was at one point it was supposed to be Johnny Depp. At one point it was supposed to be Will Smith. Who else? There were a whole bunch of people that were on the list before they settled on Keanu. So that's kind of what I got as far as news. We got all the way to the Snyder Cut. So I guess if they have any questions or do you have any shelfies you want to go through, Gabe?
Oh, I don't have any of that ready. We can do questions as I get some shelfies started.
Sure, man. Sounds good. Tim Burton's Batman Forever.
Was that a different cut?
I don't even know.
Oh, Batman Forever.
That was never. But also,
that was never made.
Was supposed to do the Superman movie.
There's a great documentary on that.
Yeah.
And the thing is that
with Nicolas Cage.
Yes. Yeah, and they have him in the suit and everything like that. The suit looks terrible, but if you watch the doc, it's like I kind of want to see this.
Well, they explain why. That was just like that was going to be like a 1 or 2 shot thing of him being rebirthed.
Mm-hmm.
That one crazy see-through sparkly suit.
Mm-hmm. Like the electric blue suit or whatever it was.
I saw there's also drawings of his version of Brainiac with a very Tim Burton-y spider body.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a head on top of the legs. Man, that would have been crazy.
Here's a question real quick. Are omnibuses printed on acid-free paper?
I'm not sure.
Yes.
Jess? Anybody?
No idea.
No clue. Me either, man.
No idea.
It's like if you lick the page, will you get high?
Oh, man.
Don't tempt me. Do not tempt me. Hey, Jess, you have an Xbox One, right? You should get the Rare Replays. That has Banjo-Tooie on it, along with a bunch of classic games on it.
I'd like to play Banjo-Tooie. Okay, that's interesting to me.
I've never played those games.
I have fond memories of Banjo-Kazooie.
Really?
So
I never
good.
heard of it. Really?
So good.
Yeah. Took me 5 hours to beat the boss at the end. The boss witch.
It is one of the best platforming 3D games.
Yeah, I had a blast playing it with my daughter. She was 8 years old.
Is DC no longer with Diamond? I haven't looked into that.
Last I saw, they are, but they also are still looking at using what they've set up with Midtown and DCBS.
So they're still partnering with them then, right?
Well, they had a 25-year exclusive contract that ended. And then that's why I guess they were able to go with DCBS in the interim. But no, DC is still with Diamond. We got our Diamond shipment on Tuesday. And, it was mainly DC books. It was only a few titles. They're slowly releasing books again weekly, but it's only a few at a time until it kind of ramps back up, probably mid to late June.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be back to normal.
The I was saying I was looking into all the stuff that I've missed in the past couple months. There's only like as much material from the past 2 months as I typically would read in a week. So like of the stuff that there's a lot of stuff, of course, that came out that I don't care about, but like of the stuff that it was like 35 issues, which is less than I get in a typical week of stuff. So it's been really slow. But there's that Mark Russell Swamp Thing, so that's interesting.
Hey, Gabe, are you guys open? Like your store is open and you guys are having customers come in and everything now?
Yeah, we've been fully open for about 2 weeks or so.
How has that been?
Whatever. We've been fairly steady, you know. But we're still doing like the live sales and all that stuff on Instagram, so it's still been like really, really busy on that front of things. But yeah, people come in. You know, it's some people wear a mask, some people don't. You know, whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, it's been normal selling stuff. People still want to come in and buy. People just want to come in, just look around and touch. So it's pretty. It feels fairly back to normal, especially with books coming in and stuff like that as well.
Things slowly starting to get back to where it was before.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, apparently for Nevada, the governor's supposed to make some kind of announcement on Tuesday regarding gaming opening back up. So the casinos might be opening back up pretty soon too, and then that's when everything will kind of really start to go back to normal, because that's when a lot of people get to go back to work, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing over here with the theme parks. I like Asian Johnny Depp's question for Jess.
It's hilarious. No, I still have about 20 more episodes to go with my wife.
What is this? I don't get it. I'm missing.
It's a show on Netflix. It's a total chick show that I'm watching with my wife.
For the past few weeks, Jess has gotten heat for this show.
It's about Anne of Green Gables. I'm watching it on Netflix with my wife.
Oh, yeah. No, that's right, because your wife is home now. Now you got to watch all the stuff she wants to watch.
Exactly.
It'll be like Housewives of Atlanta.
Well, she wouldn't want to watch that.
Oh, thank God.
So is Anne with an E kind of like a step above your typical Lifetime stuff?
Oh, yeah, it's really good.
Okay.
I wouldn't sit through it if it was like a Lifetime Hallmark thing, but no, it's really good. I'm totally enjoying it.
Well, most of those Lifetime movies are all about just hating men, right?
That's about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they were all about Christmas.
No, that's Hallmark.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's Hallmark. You're the big Hallmark guy. You watch those movies during Christmas.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I have like a very specific list of Christmas movies that I watch. My mom, though, she'll watch those like every year when they come on. She's like, hell yeah. But I watch, you know, like the real stuff, like Batman Returns and Gremlins and Die Hard, Christmas Vacation, like the important stuff.
So what qualifies it as a Christmas film now then? Does it have to be set in Christmas? Is it around Christmas? Does it have the Christmas spirit in it? Because you could technically say Shazam is a Christmas movie.
Wait, how Batman Returns a Christmas movie?
It takes place during Christmas. There's a big old Christmas tree in Gotham. I think there's gifts and stuff.
Yeah, people are out Christmas shopping and things like that, and the Penguin terrorizes them.
Okay. That one's, I would say, Batman Returns is a little bit lesser of a Christmas film than like Die Hard, Christmas Party, a lot of Christmassy stuff. Like he's literally trying to save Christmas from the Grinch, who is
Hans
destroying
Gruber.
The party. Yeah, Hans Gruber's Grinch, and you know, so it's that one. I think is legitimately a Christmas movie. Gremlins is more of a Christmas movie because you know it's the holiday happens. This is the gift. Is this thing, and then everything kind of ensues. And again, trying to save Christmas. But Batman Returns is a little bit less so on that manner.
You got to be careful with Gremlins though, because there is that one scene in Gremlins where they pretty much tell you, "No, kids, Santa isn't real."
Uh-oh. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah,
I remember seeing that. But when I was a kid and I watched it, I never caught that. Either my parents like stealthily muted it for a second, or I just never caught it. But I remember, you know, that didn't affect my personal belief in Santa.
Mine is always Jingle All the Way. I watch Jingle All the Way every year for Christmas.
We do that one as well.
Yeah, I love Jingle All the Way.
I avoid the Christmas Story as much as humanly possible.
I've never seen it.
No, when I was a kid, they would play that like when you were off of school for like 2 weeks or whatever for Christmas. They would play it all day, every day on like TBS or
TBS
whatever.
still has it on all day.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve.
Oh my god!
I save it for that. Like it's on like on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve or whatever. So while we're eating dinner, I'll just have it on in the background.
Yeah.
But I don't watch it during the month leading into the holiday. That's when I watch. I've tried to do this before, but my wife is the one who doesn't have as much patience for this stuff as I do. I've tried to watch just one movie every single day, and usually it's the like alternative Christmas movies, the ones that are not like, you know, meant to be specifically a Christmas movie, like Elf or something. Like we're watching like the Die Hards and stuff like that instead, or Christmas episodes, Christmas specials, stuff like that.
I like doing that. I like going in and watching like all the Halloween episodes of like Bob's Burger or things like that.
Yeah.
That's always fun. Or like the Christmas or the Simpsons Haunted Treehouse stuff.
Yeah, House of Horrors or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I've tried to do the same with 4th of July, since it's also my birthday. But there's only like a handful of movies that you can really rely on. It's like Jaws, Independence Day, Sandlot.
Oh, was Sandlot 4th of July?
Well, there's a scene where they go out on the 4th of July. And it's fireworks and they're eating hot dogs, and it's like that's my 4th of July every year is like the same thing. So I always try to watch that one around my birthday.
I love that movie. The movie's fantastic.
Yeah.
You just reminded me. I need to order my steelbook for Jaws. This comes out next week.
Speaking of steelbooks, did you watch Harley Quinn Birds of Prey, whatever they want to call it now?
Yeah. I talked about it last week.
Was it on the Sunday show? I wasn't here on Sunday.
Yeah, it was last Sunday.
Yeah, how bad did you hate it?
I didn't hate it. I liked it. I thought it was okay.
All right. Maybe I need to go back and rewatch it. Maybe it's me.
and maybe want an egg sandwich, but I didn't hate it. I thought it was okay.
I want an egg sandwich too.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It was a good film. I enjoyed it.
I still need to get it.
Huh? Have you not seen it yet, Ryley?
My wife wants to, and we just never got around to it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Maybe I'll order a copy of it so we can watch it.
It's not that long. It's only like an hour and 40 minutes. You can fly through it pretty quick.
All right, so let's go. This is a big shelfie, so I think this might be the only one we'll do today. But it's like 30 photos or something cool.
I've actually got to get going. So peace and love. Peace and love. Thanks for having me on.
Later, Jess.
All right, Jess. See you tomorrow.
Take it easy, man. We got some shelfies.
Yeah, let me pull it up real quick.
So who are we looking at today?
This is Mr. Awesome, who I'm not sure is in the chat today. Normally he is. Hopefully he catches this on the replay. Let's see if I can zoom in here a little bit.
He's usually in the chat.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen anything from him today yet.
Looks like some custom binds in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's going to be fun about it. There's a lot of cool custom stuff I saw. There's a lot of cool like Scrooge, Uncle Scrooge and Donald Duck stuff too as well. So let me see if I go through. Never figure out how to make this thing go forward sometimes.
Whoa.
Give me a second. Whoa, give me a second.
Technical difficulties. NFL dude, I am gonna get the Top Gun 4K because I love Top Gun. I love that film.
You just want to watch it for the volleyball scene. I mean, who doesn't?
It's a steamy volleyball scene. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
What's the song? Hanging with the Boys or whatever?
Yeah, hanging with the boys. Yeah, yeah. I can't.
That's another 4th of July movie. I forgot. Top Gun. My wife does not like the movie, but she loves the song Danger Zone. So we'll be like on a road trip and it'll pop up on whatever playlist. Like for instance, the other day we were driving to her sister's place for something and we're flipping through and she's like, oh, this playlist sucks. And it was like crappy songs I liked. And it was like, no. And then I clicked next and it was like Danger Zone. She's like, fuck yeah.
All right, I got it.
All right, man. Whoa.
All right, let's go ahead and get this started. Again, Mr. Awesome, thanks for the picture, sir, of your awesome collection. Let's go and just keep going forward with it then. Here's his top shelf. Like I said, there's a lot of cool Uncle Scrooge stuff going on. I wish Omar was here because he seems to be the expert of our group when it comes down to all this Uncle Scrooge, Donald Duck, Rosa Library stuff. But these things are beautiful looking.
Yeah, those are cool, man. I've never read any of that stuff. Have you guys ever read any of it? Is it good?
I have not.
Nope, me neither. Excuse me. Yeah, and here's some custom binds here of Adventure Comics. I wonder what's in there. You can't really see. I think these are like the creators' names on the spine, but I can't quite see it.
We got one for Panic in the Sky, The Wedding and Beyond, and then that looks like the blue electric Superman.
Hell yeah, that's the good stuff right there. I hope it glows in the dark.
It's the 90s.
Custom Batgirl in the corner there as well.
That's the Miller. It says Miller.
So like I think Brian Q. Miller, who did Stephanie Brown.
Yep. He's got the same Death of Superman omnibus I have.
I keep not buying that because every time it comes out, people are like, oh, well, it doesn't have this. Oh, well, it doesn't have this. So now I'm like, okay, well, maybe eventually they'll release one that does have everything.
Because there's been like 4 different versions of that damn book, hasn't there?
The newest one I remember, like the big gatefold being the thing that people are excited about, but then it also doesn't include a couple of issues that version does. So I was like, well, that sucks.
Is it still where can you turn it to the side and does it like fold out and does it do that whole thing?
I'm not sure how it's laid out in the omnibus. I forgot.
Because wasn't it in the original issues that you turned it to the side and it was like this big huge spread that it was laid out, right?
No, you didn't turn it to the side. It was just like a 4-page gatefold cover or gatefold pages. So you didn't turn it to the side. You just left it regularly and you just folded it out.
I wonder if they have that in the book.
Well, this one I'm guessing doesn't, and then the following one that has the black dust jacket, that one does. And I remember Omar talking about it and showing like how it opens up and stuff.
Wait, I got mine. I just grabbed mine, so let me see how it is in here. Nope. Oh, this is so awesome. I'm just looking through all this stuff. It's so cool. I love how they did it where each issue had different panels kind of counting down to the big fight.
Yep.
And the Superman issue was all 1-page panels or splash pages.
I mean, I had read the story after it came out and after the hype because I was too young at the time. But I remember just like flipping through it the first time and just being entranced with the art and like, oh my God, this is badass as a kid.
It's cool. I mean, it's just they just printed it on each page, so it's all like instead of it being like a 4-page like pullout, it's just on 4 different pages. So you still get the. Let me see. Let me just. Now we're talking about this. Let me at least show you guys.
Cool.
So you still get that double-page spread of that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, so here's the start of it.
So they cut it? Huh.
Take that. Oh no, wait, it's back one more. So it starts with this page right here. And usually that would be like page 1, so it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4. So instead it's like this. And it's just spread across 4 pages instead of it being a pull-out.
Okay.
Spoilers, Batman or Superman dies. Sorry. I just ruined it for everybody.
Bitch.
God damn
And
it.
Batman dies later.
Yeah, Batman gets his back broken later, and Superman turns blue, and then he turns red. And
Green Lantern goes evil and blows up the city.
yeah. Oh, yeah, he kills everybody. He kills out everybody in Oa. Trying to make his own city of everybody who died. Yeah.
And
All
Jeff
right,
Johns,
let's get back to this.
Jeff Johns comes back 20 years later and redeems him.
Kyle's still better. All right, so we solved that.
Was it a coma? Oh, he was in a coma, right? I always forget that crap.
Superman?
Yeah, he was in a coma, right?
It was like a Kryptonian, like
It was the rebirthing
recovery
thing.
state inside of like
Was it rebirthing
giant
matrix?
robots. Yeah.
God damn, I'm gonna have to go back and reread this.
And
now.
the Eradicator was sent out at that point when he went into the rebirthing matrix for one reason or another. Just watch what's his name, Max Landis's video on YouTube.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah, that's a great video.
It's got
All right.
like Elijah Wood and stuff in it.
All right, we got some
Hawk
more custom
World.
lines. Yeah, Hawk World stuff here.
That's
Gold Key
cool.
Bugs Bunny. That's cool.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Just Leave America by Robinson, is that the one that has the Cry for Justice event? I wonder.
That's just stuff that. That's the Bagley run, apparently, right there. I'm not sure what. Did he do the Cry of Justice in there?
I don't think he did the art on Cry for Justice, but he might have done some of the art on JLA. There's Daffy Duck as well next to Bugs Bunny. There's a lot of cool customs. Flintstones, Hanna-Barbera comics.
Yeah, all the old. It's just entirely like Hanna-Barbera stuff. There's some Popeye in here, Flintstones and the Jetsons.
Man, you really love your Warner Brothers stuff. That's really cool. I've never seen anybody with a collection like that.
Yeah, Woody Woodpecker, Walt Disney Comics and Stories, Gladstone, Mickey
didn't know-
Mouse.
I didn't know they did Woody Woodpecker cartoon comics.
Yeah. Back in the day, like when the cartoon was first coming out.
More Donald Duck. A bunch of them Archies.
Yeah, that's gotta be fun. Those Archie archives, it's gotta be cool.
Mr. Awesome,
Those
do
are
you
really
have?
fun to read.
He's in the chat. He's there right now. Do you have a classic Shazam stuff? Because that stuff is like massively out of print. I want a collection of that.
That might be hard for you to track and make a custom by now because it's probably expensive. Obviously, they're pricey to get those issues. Those Fawcett books are expensive. So if you want to track them all down.
It'd be really tough considering the state that they're in right now and stuff like that.
Man,
Oh,
there's
Mr.
so
Alton's
much
in the chat,
Duck.
right? Maybe you can answer Riley's question about the Justice League book.
Yeah, is that the Just Leave America by Robinson and Bagley? Is that the run with Cry for Justice, or at least the run leading into Cry or around Cry for Justice? I guess. There's so much Duck stuff.
This is really cool, actually. I've never seen anybody with a
Yeah.
collection like this. It's very different.
I didn't know they made that much duck stuff. That's a lot.
Yeah,
There's some Wonder Woman customs here as well.
Okay.
so I think that's the Phil Jimenez, and then after that, he's got some customs with like probably the Gail Simone, Greg Rucka, and JMS runs.
Is that the Perez run right here? This blue one's the Perez run, it looks like.
Nice.
Burn.
Meisner Lobes would be in there too, I would suppose. Probably.
What's the Sacrifice one?
I don't know. Got a custom Incredible Hulk. Can you read the name on the spine there?
I cannot. No. Maybe you can help us out. Maybe it's a Peter David one? Before Peter David stuff started getting released?
It's a shorter name, so that might be it.
I can see from the spines, not from the spines, but I can see a little bit of the covers. He has all the good Kirby covers on these FF Omnis.
He says Disney comics are big in Scandinavia and Italy still. So. A lot of Wonder Woman.
Yeah, it's cool.
Mm-hmm. I gotta say, so far, I think he's had the most like unique and diverse set of books that we've seen.
Nice.
He's got Fainting Blink. Oh.
Oh,
I love that Polaris. That's such a cool figure.
no.
Yeah, that
that
was
effect.
awesome.
That effect that they give everybody.
Is that more duck art?
Yeah, it's more duck art. Too bad it's blurry.
Mm-hmm. Bone Popeye.
Okay, dude, he's got all these giant tomes of the Mickey Mouse stuff. That's cool.
That's really cool. As somebody who lives in Florida, though, I'm sick of the mouse.
There's got to be a lot of crazy like Mickey Disney fans out in that area.
Oh, dude, I've dated like 2 of them.
Like with their cars and that's about like Mickey stickers. And
Oh, you have no clue. You have
where
no...
their season pass is kind of like, you know, how they get validated in life is that they have the best season pass.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman statue collection. A lot of cool Justice League stuff down here too on the bottom.
Yeah.
Do we get close up of that? I don't know. I like that Ted Cord Blue Beetle. That's cool looking.
Sonya, Silver Sable.
He's got the Silver Surfer Mike Allred, Silver Surfer
Oh, yeah.
Omni.
Hey, Mr. Awesome, you got a lot of custom binds here, man. What is an average custom bind run you? Just out of curiosity. Because you've definitely sunk in some cash into these, and they look great. A lot of Hulk. Oh,
Yeah, so
hey.
I go back. Yeah, I'm guessing that's the Peter David custom bind. Incredible Hulk. 'Cause here it says
Yeah.
87 through 90, and then here, and then after that is the epics. That kind of
Yeah.
is what was included, or is the only Peter David stuff that ever really got collected.
So it's those 2 hardcovers are probably the Visionaries volumes, the first 8
Mhm.
that came out, and then because the epics pick up right after that. Makes sense because that looks exactly like the epics for his run. Yeah, that's that.
Oh, he's got that original Walt Simonson Thor omnibus.
That's the one you would kill somebody with.
Yeah, that's a big bastard.
Mm-hmm. The binding was shite on mine.
Oh, the Return of Six Gun.
Yeah.
Man, now everyone's got me wanting to get that.
Oh, dude, you should. They're still readily available, so it's not like you have to hunt anything down. I think.
Yeah, as far as those editions go, I think I've been able to track them down and stuff. It's just a little more expensive than I want to do right now.
Those are nice.
Well, maybe next sale, IST sale or something like that.
Lars Gunderson says Donald Duck used to sell around 100,000 copies per week in Norway.
I believe it. That stuff sold a lot in America when they were first coming out. Comics used to sell a lot, like in the 40s, 30s, a lot.
But a lot of that, the reason a lot of that stuff is rare now is because kids would throw them away and parents would just be like, this is just trash.
Oh yeah, they were just giving it to some 8-year-old kid to shut them up for a little bit. Let's see if we get a little better shots here. The Avengers shelf. I love those Kurt Busiek, George Perez Avengers omnibuses. Those things are awesome.
Looks like some custom Spider-Man down there too.
He's got those essentials, man. They're dedicated to get those essentials because those things are black and white.
You can see Havoc in that shot.
Yeah, I love that Havoc. That 90s Havoc. Perfect. That was a double pack with Polaris, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think it came out last year.
Yeah.
I like that Ben Grimm.
That was, I think that's the Walmart set of the Fantastic Four.
It's nice.
Or not Walmart, Walgreens.
Walgreens.
Rather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Herbie. You didn't get the Human Torch.
Maybe he's still looking for Torch.
And Silk is just drunk.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens the best of us.
I think those are some Perez era Wonder Womans on the
Some single
door there.
issues taped on the door.
Forge, Cable, Rogue, Wolverine chilling.
Oh, he's got that Archangel in the back. I want that Archangel so bad.
That one's sweet, dude. It's a good one.
Yeah, I like it a lot. You don't get many cool like Archangel toys. All right, we go to some awesome Popeye stuff.
Popeye.
And all these Prince Valiant books. All these black ones are those Prince Valiant books.
I've never read any of that stuff.
Me neither. I've never really been interested in that kind of older Victorian like knights and stuff.
There's a certain collector that is interested in that, and it's not me.
Spectacular Spider-Man Peter David customs. Alien Costume Saga custom omnibus. That's really cool.
I always forget the essentials are black and white.
Yeah, and they're like really, really like newsprint, like really bad newsprint.
Yeah.
So wait, does he got a custom? Oh, I thought he had custom Clone Saga and the omnibuses. Or Omnibu. And some of these are getting out of control right now. Volume 2 Clone Saga people are after really hard. That JMS Spidey is going hard right now too.
Yeah. And that's always good news for future books to come out. So not all bad.
How far did they get into the JMS Omnibus?
They've released both of them for the whole run, so it goes from all the way through One More Day.
Oh, cool.
I'm hoping they'll do follow up with like Brand New Day and stuff like that.
It's one of those runs I've always meant to read. I just never got to it.
I love it personally.
I've heard mixed bags, but the ending you can't blame JMS for.
Well, I mean, there is some ups and downs, but it's the ups really, for me, make up for any kind of downs that series might have had quality wise. Really good stuff, especially in the beginning run.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the run where Osborn fucks Gwen Stacy or something like that and they had a kid or something? Was that him?
Yeah, that's later on in it, yeah. Some D&D playbooks.
A lot of Ninja Turtles.
Morning Glories. Man, that's one series I wish they would have kept going.
Yeah, man, I was about to say that's my biggest disappointment. I completely forgot about it, but like it was like lost in that every issue you have a cliffhanger and there's so many questions.
Yeah. And then whenever
like
they answered a question, it led to 1,000 more other questions. Yeah.
I felt like they were going towards finally like giving us some big revelations and stuff, and then all of a sudden Nick Spencer just stopped.
So he never came back to it, right? He just stopped writing it?
It's been a few years.
It's been a while, yeah.
Because I liked it.
Joe Eisma still does commissions, and he still puts things on his Instagram with him drawing the characters and things like that, but they're not doing any books. Look at his X-Men shelf.
That's a lot of X-Men.
Oh, that Phalanx Covenant's the only thing I don't have for the X-Men run.
Well, now you know where to go get it.
Yeah, I gotta go find this guy's house. There's a little Cyclops and a Phoenix action going on right here. As everybody's watching, rooting them on.
Hey. Juggernaut been pushed off to his own lonesome down there.
All right, so here's the start of his X-Men stuff.
Mark Miller and Jason Aaron Wolverines.
Extinction Agenda, Executioner's Song. I love that stuff.
That's that 3-pack with Magneto from Amazon, I think it was.
A lot of Jeff Johns. It's the Jeff
Yeah,
Johns.
the Jeff Johns shelf right here.
You know what's really annoying is like how crappy of a story Brightest Day was and how expensive that omnibus is now.
Really?
I've been jumping on grabbing a lot of older things that I missed, and I was like, you know what, I might as well get Brightest Day just to like for completion's sake. And there's parts of it that I really do enjoy. It just overwhelmingly was not great. But then I go online and it's like hundreds of dollars. I was like, shit, if I had bought this like last year, I could have gotten it for like 30.
If I had it, I'd totally sell it. I hated that storyline.
It was a terrible. Yeah, it wasn't that good.
It did bring
We
back
have that Teen Titans though. That Teen Titans are great. Everybody needs to have that on their shelf, I think.
It did. Brightest Day brought us back Swamp Thing and Constantine, so that was neat.
Yeah, but then it became the Constantine who didn't smoke, and he was kind of nerfed a little bit.
And then neutered him.
Dan DiCarlo Archies, that's awesome.
Why the Last Man? Trade paperbacks.
That's such a good run. Why?
You got some chest rub back there, some Vicks. You get a little bit of some chest congestion going on. Little family reunion right here.
Yeah, 90s Cyclops and 90s Havoc.
Here's a full shot.
Yeah, that is a lot of cool stuff. I think definitely the customs and all the duck stuff is the most impressive thing. I always love seeing like people's collections of like custom editions because that's the stuff they really care about. They took the time to track down the material, prep it, send it in, do all the design and stuff, and have that prepped and made into a custom. Like you don't do that for something you're like eh. Like
that you're never going to read or you never read before, or yeah.
Like I have books that I've bought that like I've read before and I don't care that much about. Like I'm like, oh, I'm just kind of filling in that gap. But that's not something you do for like a custom.
And that's it. I think that's it. Thank you, Mr. Awesome.
Nice,
Thanks, sir.
That was awesome, Mr. Awesome.
Good collection, man.
All right. Well, I gotta go hang out with my wife now.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Let's go and let's wrap this up. Right, you want to do the spot again?
Sure. Yeah. Once again, our show is brought to you by InStockTrades.com, where you can find all of your favorite graphic novels and collected comics for up to 50% off. There is a 2% loyalty discount in the U.S. If you spend $50 or more, you get free shipping. There's fantastic customer service, and we do have every month a $50 gift card that we give away to one lucky viewer. And there's also a special discount code that we get every few months quarterly for the Omnibros here that'll save you another % off of your order. So InStockTrades.com.
All right, Riley. Where can people find you online?
Find me on YouTube at the Omnibus Collector. I posted a guide on collecting Swamp Thing books recently. So if you're interested in the character of Swamp Thing and want to get a checklist to make sure you have everything that you can, watch that video. I'll be doing more guide videos like that in the future, kind of stealing the spotlight from Omar because I know that he's done those as well. And then find me on Instagram at RyleyMo, RYLEYM0, where I update on what I'm reading currently.
Hey.
All right. And Lou, where can people find you at, brother?
You can find me at Comics Guide 101. You can follow me there on Twitter and on YouTube. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll see all the different musings of stuff that I'm reading, what I'm cooking, and pretty much what I'm watching. That's the only thing I really post on my Twitter at this point.
All right, and everybody, you can find me on Instagram, Gabe Loves 90s Comics. Hit me up there if you want to see some cool 90s comic books going up. Discussions about 90 comics and the historical awesomeness that was the 90s. And that is that, everybody. Thanks again, everybody, for showing up. Thanks to InStockTrades for their continued sponsorship of all of our craziness. And I hope everybody has a good day. Catch us again tomorrow. Was it 5 p.m., 8 Eastern tomorrow?
Nailed it.
For our weekly hauls, previews. Previews are coming back. IST discounts are coming back. And reads. So catch us there tomorrow, everybody. Have a great day.
Peace out.
Bye.
Riley just dipped already.
Did you really?
Yeah.
We're still live.